Oh, preparing for chilling later. Okay, so let's get all of our activity in this morning. We're gonna wring it out. Yeah, sweat it out so we can be still later. I just want to tell you, I've been wearing this since the day I opened the box. Joanne. Yeah. I've been meaning to say something to you, and I keep seeing you and forgetting. It hasn't come out. I love it, and I love having a piece of you with me every day. Yeah. All right, I think we should get on our feet. Yes, it's a beautiful day. Yin, what do you mean? You did not come out here thinking you were going to get a yin practice. No. No, I'm a purist. I don't do Vinyan. I think when we're getting heated up and we're getting really juicy, we stay juicy. And when we're trying to chill and we're trying to peel away the layers of dense tension that lives under the surface, if we juice it up, it messes up the whole process. Yeah, it is all yoga, but I feel like everything in its place, everything has its right day and right time. So I'm not saying that is the way it is, it's just the way I see it. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we're on our feet. Let's go ahead and open them up a little bit wider than the hips. Let's take our arms up. Ooh, we got a lot of bass going on, huh? Yeah. Stretch the arms up to the sky, hook your thumbs together. Just take a little back bend. Like the best morning stretch you've ever felt. As you lift up through the chest and the armpits, see if you can draw the tailbone down a little bit instead of sticking the booty out. Right? Does that make a difference in terms of the pinching that might be happening in the lower back? Yeah. And then come back to something a little more neutral and stretch over to the right. Go over to your right side. They must be testing fire alarms over there, right? It's good. They need to do that once a year. Certify the building so that if anything ever happened, everyone in there will be safe. So don't let the sound annoy you. Find a way to be grateful. There's so many places in the world where they don't have systems like that. Go ahead, come back up and over to the other side. Yep. Keep breathing. That's it. And then take your time, come back to the center. Let's let the arms down and just notice. Notice how much more alive your shoulders and your arms and your spine feel. Just be still with that for a moment. That's it. And then if you're not at the top of the mat, just take a walk, a couple steps up to the top and bring your feet together. Let's take another deep breath. Reach the arms high. And then exhale, forward fold. Just fold in deeply. Let the head down. Maybe grab the back of your ankles. Pull in just a little more. See where the tension lives, and then we'll just watch it start to melt away. Inhale, look up halfway. Fingers on the shins, flatten the back. Draw the chest out. Good. Exhale and fold. And then with a flat back, we rise to standing. Lift the head and chest first. Push down into your feet. Reach your arms high. Let them touch. And then the arms come back down. Let's do it again. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. What a nice crowd we got today. Lift halfway. Inhale. This time, right leg steps back. Take a big step back. Stay on the right toes. And then twist open to your left side. It's your first twist, so be gentle. Just like we did that little back bend and the little side bends. We did a forward bend. Now we're rotating. These are the 6 directions of movement of the spine. So we're just going to touch gently, and then we can start to dig in a little deeper. Take one more breath. Maybe twist a little more on the exhale. And then eyes down, hand down. Please step into down dog. One big step back, let the head down. Just keep spreading your fingers, keep pressing through both hands equally. Let's take one more breath here. And then look at the hands. Start walking your feet right up to the top of the mat. Bring those feet together. Inhale, lift halfway. And then exhale, fold. Good. Flat back, rise all the way up. Hinge at the hips, reach the arms, touch those palms together, And then pull it right into the heart. Good. Again, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Fold in pretty deeply. Let the head down. Lift halfway. Step the left foot back. And we'll twist to the right side. Again, just touching all of the directions. This time, see if you can keep the back leg a little more straight. Twist a little deeper in your waistline. Not the deepest twist you ever did, but just the one that makes your spine feel a little more vitality. We'll take one more breath and then twist a little more on the exhale. Eyes go down, hand comes down. Step right back to down dog. This time in down dog, paddle your feet, which means that you're kind of lifting the heels, alternating. And it's not just the toes that are bending, it's not just the ankles that bend or the knees. I want your hips to move. So whichever knee is bent, that hip drops a little. Yeah, now you're getting it. Move through all of those major joints. And once you've gotten through both sides a couple of times, then press back into both legs. See if it's starting to feel a little better. Take one more breath. And then look at your hands. Let's walk our feet back up to the top. Feet together. Lift halfway. And then exhale, fold. Feet are together. Bend your knees. Chair pose now. Utkatasana. That looks so good. You guys have been with me. Yes, I love you too. Sit back into your hips just a little more so you feel some weight in the heels. And then give those footprints a really good press and come all the way up. Take that little back bend at the top. Tailbone draws down. And then hands to heart. Good. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on your in-breath. Go to plank and lower on the exhalation. Yep. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, our first high lunge, right foot step, stay on your left toes. The arms sweep up overhead. You got to push down to rise up so you maintain your balance. Keep your mind in the middle of the pose and then let that energy sort of radiate out. Right, the feet are on the ground, but you've got this sense of yourself. Pelvic floor lifting, lower bell lifting, belly, I said bell. Lower belly. When you lift the lower belly, the hip bones lift in the front. That's it. Now try leaning back just a touch. That little tiny bit makes all the difference in the world. Take one more breath. And then eyes go down, hands come down. Step back lightly, hold your plank. Now we have two options when we do this vinyasa, and I want to make sure that we do it with integrity, that there's no sloppiness. We're not just kind of flopping through and almost doing it. We're actually really doing something. So let's all put our knees down right where they are. And then lower the chest toward the fingertips. So you got to go forward and down. No booty in the air. Go forward, forward, forward. Lay all the way down. That took muscle, right? That wasn't like some easy cheat. That was like real work. Inhale for cobra. If you're working on developing that upper body strength, that's the way you should do it. Go ahead, lower your chest and go back to down dog. All right. Now, come forward into plank. Hold your plank and then reinforce the leg strength. Lift the kneecaps, lift the legs, keep the legs lifted. And now see if you can do the same. Bend the elbows and lower the chest toward the fingertips. Nice and slow. If that comes down kind of in a wave-like action instead of one body all in one motion, then go back to putting the knees down. All right, now here we are on the belly. Inhale, cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. All right, it's yogi's choice this time. Come forward into plank. Take a deep breath, and then you decide. Do it with integrity and use your muscles lower down, knees or not. Inhale for cobra, and then exhale back to down dog. So when I say we do our flow, that's kind of what I mean. You got to choose what is right for you, what is going to give you the most benefit. Right foot steps up, left foot turns flat this time. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Chest plate is forward, arms reach. Ground down into the feet. And then see if you can find that lift in the pelvic floor and the lower belly, and take that lift right from deep inside you. Take it all the way to your fingertips. Like reach up, look up. And as all that energy goes up, can you bend your right knee deeper? Yes. Take one more breath right there. And then flow it out. Take your flow, hands down, step back, and lower with integrity. You decide how. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then show me warrior on the other side. Simply step the left foot up, the right foot turns flat, and we rise up facing forward. That's it. Build it with integrity. Feel your footprints. Have a sense of what's going on in the pelvis, and then let things rise from there, from deep inside of you. Right inside that core, that is the core of your strength, right? That is where we actually articulate so much of this work. We pull up and in from the inside. We have an inner support and we have an outer form. Most of us are too focused on the outer form, and we're not so attentive to the inner brightness, the inner support. So for this day, we're going to work a little bit more on the inside. Pull up that pelvic floor, pull up all the way to your fingertips. Take one more breath, and then take your flow. Keep the belly in, keep that pelvic floor lifted, even as you do this, lowering down. Inhale for cobra, and then exhale, downward facing dog. I like what I see. Let's walk our hands back to our feet. Go to the back of the mat. Bend your knees 90 degrees. Take your arms behind you, please. And then sit back a little further. You don't have to clasp here. Let's leave the hands free and lift them higher than your body. Notice how much work is coming from the upper back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And then make your arms even more fierce. I want to see fingers lit up, like straight fingers. Even the webbing between the fingers is spreading. That's it. Now lift your chest 1 inch higher. Widen the collarbones and sit your butt down a little bit deeper. Now you can clasp your hands behind you, straighten your legs, and dive in. Yep, fold your head down, say it. Yeah, that was a little bit of a long hold. We're going to get the legs warm. Now, keep the hands clasped, but just draw them a little bit away from your back. Start bending your right knee, but lean into your left leg. Lean into the straight one. So I don't want your hips sticking out to the right. I want you to lean to the left. Bend the right knee and lean left. Yeah, it's a lot to figure out. There you go. You feel that? Okay. And then same thing to the other side. We soften the left. The right one straightens and we kind of lean into the right one. Try to keep both feet on the ground. So it's the hips that change, not the feet. This drops. Yeah. And then as you release your arms, you can bend both knees and we'll come up like a rag doll. Take your time. Pull the belly in, pull up from the pelvic floor. Notice how that supports you. All the way up from the inside. Yep. And then inhale, reach both arms. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on the inhale, and then walk it forward. Plank pose. Yogi's choice, lower yourself down nice and slow. Inhale for cobra pose, and then exhale back into downward facing dog. All right, let's look at our hands and walk the feet back up to the top. Feet come together. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold deeply as you exhale. All right, bend your knees, chair pose. Here comes our second twist, hands to heart center. We're gonna take it to the right, left elbow outside the knee. As soon as you get your elbow outside of your knee, start to push the knee out into the elbow and push the elbow into the knee until they lock. And then use that as leverage to open the right chest a little more. Now I know you can drop your hips a touch lower and lift your chest a touch higher. I only ask because I know you can. I can kind of see where you're at. Make sure the weight is even on both feet. And maybe you turn and look up at the sky, maybe not. If it hurts your neck, don't do it. And then come back to chair pose. I know you weren't expecting that. You wanted out. Come all the way up to standing. Push through your feet. Pull up from the pelvic floor. Take that little back bend. Yes, and then hands to heart center. Oh, my goodness. Inhale, chair pose. Hands to heart. Let's try the left side. Right elbow outside the left knee. And if my holds feel too long for you, you can come out. You are here on your own free will, right? You woke up, drove over here, rolled that mat out with the intention to do your practice. Nothing I say is a rule, it's a suggestion. See if you can get the leverage, see if you can get your body working in sync, right? So we work smart instead of hard. If the right knee is poking forward, pull it back a little. Let's see if we can drop the hips, lift the chest, one more breath, and then return to chair. You can do it. Arms reach, yes, and then all the way up. Take that little back bend. Oh, push through your feet, lift your heart, and then hands to heart center. It's going to be that kind of day. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Lift and lengthen halfway up. Go to plank pose and lower down slowly. Try to take it slow so you're using muscle and not momentum. Cobra on the in-breath. And then downward facing dog on the out-breath. Okay. Right foot steps up, stay on your left toes. High crescent lunge. On the inhale, we rise. Find your place. Use all of your toes on the back foot, make the back leg a little straighter. Notice what it feels like to really straighten the back leg. And then play with me on this. Notice what it feels like to fully straighten the front leg. Yep, stay on the back toes. Yeah. It's a really important moment. All of that little fluctuation that's going on, just manage it from the inside. Right? Feel the lift in the pelvic floor. Feel how the lower belly draws in. Now, bend back into the right knee. And then go even further. Bend the left knee. Drop that knee almost to the floor. Put your hands on your hips and draw the tailbone down and lift those hip bones in the front. Woo! You guys feel that? Okay, now lean back just a touch. Just feel that. Keep the heart lifted. Take another breath. That's it. Now the arms are going to go back up for one big, beautiful inhale. And on the exhale, you put your hands onto the mat. Step back lightly. Say it. Yeah, that's it right there. Lower slowly. Inhale for cobra pose. And then take it back to down dog. Let down dog feel like you're coming home. Let's all take a deep breath in. Make a little sound. Left foot's going to step up. You'll stay on your right toes. It's just a simple high crescent lunge, but we're just going to play with it. Right? We're going to notice how we can manage the fluctuations from that inner form and not the outer form. Right? That inner support. So try making that back leg a little straighter. Sometimes we don't realize it, but the knee is soft because the right hip flexor is tight. So we're just going to, even if you come out a little bit, like straighten the back knee. Get sturdy. And then see what happens when you straighten the front knee, the left knee. Both straight. Muscles hugging bones. Arms reaching high. Tailbone down, pelvic floor lift, lower belly lift. Yeah. There is steadiness. This is all that yoga is asking of us. To find a place that's steady and effortless. It doesn't say the poses are hard. It doesn't say the poses are easy. It says they need to be steady and effortless. Now let's bend back into the left knee. Beautifully done. Now bend into the right knee. Take it almost to the floor. Even if it's a little shaky, it's okay. Tailbone down, chest lift, hands on your hips. Feel that. See if you can get that. You know what that is, right? It's going all the way from the top of your hip bone to your knee on the right side. Lean back. Now the arms go up for that one delicious inhale. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, say it. Lower down. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing. Yeah, come to down dog like it's coming home. Paddle those feet, move through your toes, your ankles, your knees, and your hips. I know those hips know how to move. One goes up, one goes down, so it's not just the feet that paddle. Go ahead. Yeah, then drop one side, then drop one side. Yeah. There you go. I didn't want you to miss that. All right, when you're ready, walk your hands back to your feet. Take it to the back. Feet stay hip distance apart. We'll bend both knees again and draw both arms forward this time. Now in this pose, you know you need that lift of the pelvic floor. If your booty feels heavy behind you, you're already asking your body to come out, right? But if you lift a little at the pelvic floor, if you imagine I gave you a ball between your knees, the knees are squeezing in, the feet are pushing out. There is this integration that happens. Now pull your hands right into heart center. Put the right elbow inside the right knee and twist open to the left. Exalt your arms. Left arm up, right arm down. Try to touch the mat with your fingertips. Beautiful. Now straighten your left leg. Find that lock between that right arm and that right knee. And then see if you can get the chest to open a little more. That's it. Head back if you can. See how the spine lengthens. One more breath. And then soften both knees and fold back in. That's it. Stay there for just a moment. Knees soft, head down. Nourishing moment. And then the knees bend a little more. The gaze goes forward. The arms reach out in front of you. Imagine that I grabbed your wrists and I was pulling them gently forward and you had to pull your hips back to balance it. You can imagine that. And then pull the hands to heart center. Put the left elbow inside the left knee. Once you get that twist going, start exalting the arms. Expand the chest more. Touch those left fingertips to the floor. And then work on right leg straightening. Keep the spine long, head back. You guys are getting really good at that one. Let's take one more breath. And then soften both knees, fold back in. We're going to roll up like a rag doll. So soft knees, pelvic floor lift. Lift it up, pull it in. And then roll the shoulders back. Good, let's do that again. Lift and roll the shoulders back. One last time. Roll big circles. And then change the direction. They go back and up and then forward. Ooh, mine are crackling. Back and up and forward. Good. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen, look forward. Walk it out into your plank pose. Let's hold plank. Notice how much the plank gets easier when you're working that inner body. Pelvic floor, lower belly lift, yeah? Can you feel that? Roll to the right side now. Roll onto your right. You go on the outside edge of your right foot. You can be foot on top of foot or foot in front of foot. Notice how heavy the center got, and then pick it up. Pick it up. Yeah. Let's take the bicep over the ear. Stretch the side body a little longer, and then even find a way. Belly in, tailbone in, lift the center even more. Good. Arm comes back up, and then return to plank. Try not to get heavy in the middle. Legs are strong. Belly button is lifted to the spine. It's amazing when we hold ourselves together how much more grace we have. Let's take the other side. Go to the left. Roll onto your left arm. Right arm rises. You use the edges of your feet. Lift the center. Because you're strong there. Because it's a really important part of your body to access. Maybe the gaze goes up. The hips go up. The ribs lift. Let's try bicep over the ear. Let that side body grow a little bit longer. Last breath. The arm returns to the sky and then to the mat, and you get to lower slowly down. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing. Walk it up to the top of the mat. Feet together, inhale, lift. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees for chair. Now, again, connect with that inner part of you. It feels like from the groins to the pelvic floor to the lower belly, everything kind of pulls up and in, and then lift your heels off the mat. Notice how much using that part of you helps here. Yeah, like high heels, like get them up there. Bend your toes, lift the heels up higher. Yeah. Now keep holding yourself together on the inside. Stay on the toes, but straighten your legs. If you let go of the inside, you fall. But you don't fall far, right? It's just heels drop, that's all. And you can always lift back up. Did you ever realize how important your little baby toe is? Right? Just feel that right now. Like, how much is that little toe doing for you? A lot, right? Use all 5 of them like it matters, because it does. And now we're going to work on grace. The heels go down the same time that the arms come down. So the arms have a bigger space to fill. You got to go slow with the feet. There you go. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on the inhale. Go to plank pose and lower. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. I'm starting to see a little bit of that. And then downward facing dog. Right foot steps up, stay on the left toes. A quick transition through high crescent lunge. And then please turn to the left for warrior 2. Keep the feet nice and wide. That left heel drops and we open the chest. Make sure the front foot is facing forward. That's it. Both footprints feel solid. Now, without looking at the back foot, can you feel if the arch of the back foot is lifted? By lifting the inner arch of the back foot, you can lift the whole inseam of the leg and even lift up into the groin on that back leg. That will start that pelvic floor lift and take it all the way up till you feel your crown of your head rise a little more. There, now you're in the pose. Reverse the warrior. Keep the length. Keep lifting from the bottom. We lift from the bottom, the arches of the feet, all the way up through both legs, through the central channel of the body, and out through those right fingers. Good. Return to warrior 2. Bend the right knee deeper. I know you can. Now open that right knee a little further. Yeah. Now, remember that lift in the pelvic floor, and then pick up the right heel. Whew. I saw your face. Now bend the knee a little deeper, just because you can. I promise we won't stay long. Just go in there, touch it, open the knee a little wider, and then put your heel down. Come on up, straighten your leg, take triangle pose. Yeah, the relief. We love the charge, and then we love the release. That's how yoga works. Yep. Triangle pose, we try to keep both legs straight, and we try to keep ourselves in one line. So it's kind of like the tailbone is drawing down. That pelvic floor lift helps lengthen the spine, and we might draw the head and chest back a little. That's it. It's not about touching the floor. It's about making more space. Now push down to rise up. Nicely done. Keep both legs straight. Turn your right toes in, your left toes out. Warrior 2. So we had a lot of things to do to build that warrior 2. Think of this pose as a left hip opener. There's so much more there. Can we lift from the pelvic floor? Can we really light it up through the central channel? Lift your crown of your head. Why are you looking down? Why? There's no mirror here, so you got to check yourself out, right? See if you can feel instead of see what's happening in your body. Not only do we lift the pelvic floor, can you lift under the armpits? The arms are straight out to the sides, not behind you. That's it. Now, I know you can bend that front knee a little deeper. Open it up a little wider. Tailbone slightly down. And then reverse the warrior. That's right arm down, left arm up. Keep feeling like you're working from the inside, not the outside. The arches of the feet, the pelvic floor, a pulling up through the spine, a reaching out of your fingers. Take one more breath. Keep everything lifting, everything energized, and return to warrior two. Good. Now we're going to bend a little deeper into that left knee and then pick up that left heel. I know that changes things. See if you can keep your cool. As that left knee bends, can you open it a little wider? That's it. And then go ahead, put it down. Straighten your legs. Say it. Triangle pose. No contest here to touch the floor. I'd much rather see your legs straight than your hand on the mat. I want you to have sturdy foundation so you have freedom to express the pose more deeply. So whatever you're doing with that left hand, make sure it's grounded. Like really use it on your shin. Right? Push a little. And then open your chest. Draw your head back. So not chin to chest, head back. Yeah, that's it. Head back. There. The body feels free when it's aligned. Steady and effortless. The big toes keep grounding. The spine keeps growing. There's a lift from the pelvic floor all the way to the crown of the head. Yes. And then we're going to push down to rise up and do it with some grace. That's it. Left toes turn in. Right toes turn out. Let's take a deep breath. Reach both arms up. And then take both hands to the mat like a windmill. You just kind of circle your hands to the front of the mat. Pivot on your back toes and step back to plank. Take your flow. Come back to the rhythm of your breathing. You know it's an inhale through the back bend and an exhale as you go to down dog. Good. We're going to take child's pose for just a moment. Do a really wide knee child's pose. Because I love you. Yeah. So knees wide. Let your ribs kind of... Thank you. Let your ribs kind of fall between your legs. Just feel your heartbeat. Just feel how alive you are, right? Like some of that stiffness that you felt at the beginning of the practice, it's already changing. Yoga is meant to transform us. Now, start walking your hands back. And tuck your toes under. So you're going to find yourself in a little squat at the back of the mat. How's that sound? So we're in like a little toe squat, knees wide. And then see if you can take the weight off of your hands and bring them into prayer. Now, if you're sitting heavy on your heels, I want you to stop. I want you to push down into your toes, pull up the pelvic floor, and feel that energetic lift from the inside. Yep. So we can sit heavy, right? But we're not going to do that. We're going to continue our work of lifting the pelvic floor. And then I want you to actually lift your hips 1 more inch. Like see if you can literally lift yourself up and hold. I know that's not easy. And then let it back down. Good. Let's do it again. Lift a little. Then lift a lot, and then put it back down. Pretty good. Interlace your fingers, turn them inside out. Let's stretch the shoulders up. With the hands pushing up, now lift the pelvic floor. Take everything up. Yes, see if you can get a little bit of height there. Squeeze in from the inside, and then gently put it down. Put the hands down, take a forward fold. Straighten your knees slowly. They do not like to exit quickly. Oh, let the back of the knees air out. Get that congestion out from there. And then soften the knees and roll up slow. They'll be okay. They will. Come on up. Take your arms, reach up high. And then exhale, fold back in. Good. Walk it out forward into plank. Again, keeping the legs straight. Now really keep those legs straight and lift the right toes off the mat. Well, we got it all today. Fire alarms, train horns. And yet, here we are, still focused. Look at the front edge of your mat. Feel your breath. Are you working from the inner body? I don't know. It looks like some of your feet are just desperately hanging there. Activate. Put the toes back down, switch sides. Keep that left leg straight. Keep pushing out of your heel. Chest forward, eyes forward. Pull in the pelvic floor. Feel where the strength really is. And then put the toes down. Let's lower down slow. Knees or not. To the belly. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. We're going to walk our hands back to our feet again. Take that little squat. Now, hands to the floor. Press into your palms. Open your knees. And then put your knees on your triceps. That means above the elbow. I'm already hearing some people like, yay, and other people like, oh, no. Okay, it doesn't matter. You're already doing the work. You're already doing the pose. Put some weight on your hands. Squeeze your knees onto your arms. And just rock a little forward till you get on your toes. We've been getting up on the toes the whole practice, right? Just feel what that feels like. If getting on the toes feels like you can trust your hands, make sure you're looking forward. You can't look down in this pose. You got to look up. And then see if you can pick up your right foot from the floor. Yeah, that's it. If the right foot comes up, you can put it back down. Try it on the left foot. And you can learn from watching, for sure, but I think you learn a little bit more in this case by trying. Let the body feel it, even if it's just both feet on the ground, leaning a little forward into your fingers. Maybe you rock forward one more time and try to lift both feet. If you think that's completely absurd, don't do it. Don't kick up. Don't kick up. It's a slow lift. So look forward, slow lift. Like you're squeezing your hamstrings, heels towards your bottom. If you go too fast, you're going to jerk back. Like that's what's going to happen. So watch what happens here. I'm with you, right? So when we lean forward, if we kind of hop up, they're going to come right back down. Gravity, right? So you can and slowly pick up those feet. Yeah, because then you can feel it. Yeah, you take your time, and then all of a sudden your body kind of knows how to find the balance. You guys still playing? Somebody upstairs loves you. You just got a nice cloud cover, a little breeze. Let's come into a forward fold. How many of us tried that for the first time today? How many of us flew today? Yay! All right, first flight, always really very exciting. Let's roll up slowly. And you know, the truth is, it's really always about the trying. It's about that learning about how to use the inner body, not so much about the outer form. It's not what other people can see you do. Yoga is not a performance art. It's a spiritual practice. So this is about your own personal growth. It's about what's happening in your head. So if you're feeling bad right now because you didn't fly, let it go. And if you're feeling really good, unless it was your first flight, I'll let you have that celebration. But if it wasn't and you're feeling really good about it, let that go too. We do not measure each other by who can do crow pose, right? Bakasana is not a measure of our humanity. And I know I say this all the time. It's like my standing joke, but I know a lot of people that can do amazing arm balances, and I think they're complete idiots. We have youth here today, yes. Right? So inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway. Walk it out. Plank pose. Find your place. Reorganize your body. Find your breath. And then lower slowly on an exhale. Inhale, cobra pose. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. All right, the right foot's going to step up to the hands. The left knee's going down. Take both arms up overhead. That's it. Now bend into the right knee a little deeper, but focus on the left hip bone dropping in a little bit further. See if you can draw the tailbone slightly down, lift the pelvic floor, and take that nice long stretch. Remember that first thing we did, that first reach up, tailbone down? Yeah, let that happen here. Just a tiny little back bend. Yeah, tiny little back bend. So arms are reaching behind you, head is lifted, chest is lifted, yes. And then the eyes come down and the hands come down inside the right foot. Bring them inside. See if you can drop in a little lower now. Let your head go. You can certainly drop the head forward. Some of you can drop to your forearms, some of you not so much. And you certainly can widen your stance by wiggling the right foot toward the edge of the mat. Remember, it's not how the outer form looks. Let's see what we feel on the inside. How can we make this work for us in the most beautiful way? If you want to twist open to the right hand can go up on the right knee. And we start to add that twist, which will drop the left hip bone down and lengthen that psoas. There's even a foot grab here if you want it. Left knee can bend, right hand can reach back. That's not always available to everybody, but it is available to some, so I put it out there just in case you feel like you want to do it. And then let's take both hands forward again. Start wiggling the right foot to the left side. Go across the mat. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Take it all the way across and then drop the shin down. And start sliding the left leg back so you come into your pigeon pose. The one thing I want you to be careful of is I don't want the right knee in the middle of the mat. I want to make sure that right knee stays toward the right edge of the mat. That's it. Take a moment with your head up. Maybe even on your fingertips. Again, feel into that left psoas. And then nice and slow, lengthen the spine, walk your hands forward and lay yourself down. Lay it down. Let your head go. Now sometimes if you lean a little bit to the right or you lean a little bit to the left, the sensation will change. Be curious, and then stay in the spot that you think is going to be the best for you. Not the deepest, sharpest pain, the one that makes you feel like, oh, my body needed that. You know, that body speaks in the language of sensation. You got to listen carefully. I don't think I ever loved you more, Lisa. You're doing the dancing pigeon. You are my heart. I'm the same way. I cannot separate from the music. Two more breaths. And then slowly start to walk your hands in. Rise up carefully. You've been in there a long time. It's kind of deep. Left toes are going to tuck. Instead of making a face, make a sound. Lift your hips and step back with your right foot. Downward facing dog. Plant it on the floor for a moment and just feel. Let the knees and the ankles release into their neutral. If you feel like you want to lift your right leg to open the hip up the other direction, you can. Pick it up and stretch. Sometimes just stepping back is enough, but if lifting it is what your body is calling for, do it. And then plant your feet. Let's paddle the feet. And remember, it's moving the toes, the ankles, the knees, and the hips. Articulate all of those joints so it's purposeful. And then optional vinyasa or hold for 3 breaths. And then we all step the left foot forward and put the right knee down. That's it. Arms go up overhead. It's that Anjaneyasana, that beautiful low crescent moon right there. We press a little bit into the right foot. We reach up through the arms, and there's that sweet little back bend here. That first thing we started with. Tailbone drops a little bit, sternum lifts, and you kind of feel that pelvic floor lift and support the whole thing. I like what I see. Reach a little more through your fingers. Bring the arms near your ears. Streamline yourself, and then bend that left knee a little deeper. So good. And then the hands come down on the inside of your left foot. Let everything drop in a little. The head goes down. The right hip drops down. Some of you might go to the forearms. It's not necessary. I like staying on my hands sometimes. Soften where you can. Don't force or impose this on the body. You have the ability to make little adjustments, like you can widen your stance. Wiggling the left foot to the edge is a nice option. Yeah, Pam, take your foot out wider for sure. There you go. You can even turn the toes out. You could even lift the big toe and let the hip turn out. There's a lot of options here. We can add a twist, which would mean left hand up on the knee so that you rotate the spine, but keep that inner body lift. Feel the pelvic floor and the lower belly work. Take that from the base all the way through the top of the head. And there is that bind if you want it. Right knee can bend, left hand can reach back and grab. You know, if you try to bend the knee and it says no, just honor that and put it back down. If it feels pretty good, you reach back and you make the grab. The foot can pull the back bend bigger, or the arm can pull the quad stretch deeper. You can decide which way you want to go. They're both good. They're just different. And then release gracefully. Put both hands back down and wiggle the left foot across to the right. Go across the mat, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. The shin drops down. And we slide the right leg back a little further. Let's stay upright for the first couple breaths. We always just drop right in because we hate stretching that hip flexor, right? I know we like the feeling in the left hip. We don't really like what's going on in the right. So lift your chest. Pull up from the pelvic floor. Just feel a little bit of that lifting from the support you get at the bottom. Push down into your shin. Yeah, push into the top of the right foot. See if you can get the lift. And then keep the lift, keep the length as you go to lay yourself down. So we don't just like drop in. We actually purposefully find our way in there. We're constantly rearranging the skeleton to find ease for the muscles and to find ways to push, squeeze, release the tension. And it doesn't just live in the muscle tissue. It lives in the ligaments and the tendons and the fascia. Some of it lives right under your skin. We want to give it room to release, to shed the armor, so that we don't hold on to things that don't serve us. That inner body work actually does have a really deep effect on the central channel of the body, which is where our energy anatomy lives. And as we kind of charge and release and we keep moving energy up and down the channel, like if we could just soften the outer body, some of what is stuck in there will just go. And you don't have to name it. You can just be willing not to carry it anymore. Sometimes we get attached to our stories, even to the ways the stories make us feel, because if we hold on to them tight enough, that might make them true. But there's something really incredible about letting go. So right now, if you feel like you're clenching or gripping or bearing down, see if you can soften it just a little. Let the pelvic floor down. Let the lower belly flop, soften. We're going to take 2 more breaths, that's all. Then we're going to come out and we're going to release. So we slowly walk the hands back in. We tuck the right toes and we step back to down dog. Just one good step. Put your foot on the mat first and then just see how you feel. It might be enough to paddle the feet. If it's not and you need to lift the left leg high, take it up. That's it. And then we'll all put our feet down and paddle, making sure we bend the toes a lot. Move the ankles, the knees, the hips. One hip high, one hip low. Like you got a little sassy in your hips there, you know? That's it. And then let's all come forward. One big inhale. Lower down really slow. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, child's pose. That's it. Now I know that we've done a lot in the knees, so I'm going to suggest that you come up and just sit on your heels. But if your knees have already had enough because of all the squats, then swing your feet around in front to simple cross legs. It's one thing to stimulate, it's another thing to aggravate, right? Okay. Close your eyes. If that feels safe, if it feels okay for you, you close your eyes. If not, set your gaze in one place and just soften the lids. So you take in a little bit less of what's going on around you. And you get one last chance to notice what's going on within you. Allow a soft smile to come up on your face. Sometimes we take this moment so seriously that you guys are grimacing. Like, yes, I'm gonna be still. Like, it doesn't come from the outer body, it comes from inside. Put that energy towards softening your brain, softening your head, softening your skin, softening the inner channel, the belly, giving the breath some freedom. How good can you be to yourself right here? Can we put down the role of the doer? One of my favorite mantras. It means, may all beings be happy and free. May the actions of my own life and all of your lives somehow contribute to that happiness and that freedom. It's a way of invoking a little kindness in the world. I say it at the end of every practice. What a beautiful thing for us to want to expand. No harm, less harm, more kindness, compassion, sensitivity, connection, and unity. That is yoga. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. When when you're ready, you'll swing your feet around in front or you'll uncross your legs. Let them go straight out. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms up high, and then fold in softly. Just bend your spine, round your back, keep your belly kind of soft. Let your head bow humbly forward and let your belly just kind of melt. Think about the happy Buddha. He doesn't care that his belly's sticking out. I don't know why we all do so much. We'd all be a whole lot happier if we could just let it be, right? Just be who we are. Stop worrying so much about the outer form. So right here in this humble moment, as nobody can see because your head is dropped down, like, can you just let it go? Can you soften a little bit? That's it. Let's take one more breath. Let out a little sigh, a little ah, and then we rise up. Bend the knees and lay ourselves down onto our backs. I'm going to do a quick little time check. All right. So we lay all the way down onto our backs and then bend the knees, put the feet out near the edges of the mat. Let's rock our knees from side to side. So side to side a few times, just making sure things are feeling a little loose, right? We've been squeezing a lot in the groins and the pelvic floor, and sometimes when we do a little too much mula bandha, because we don't really have the essence of how much is enough, sometimes we get stiff in the lower back. So I want to make sure you're feeling like there's some sense of fluidity in the hips and the lower back, especially the SI joint. And then put your feet together in the middle of the mat and let both knees drop open. Feet together, knees open, arms up overhead. Where else can you soften? Just think about that inner body. Feel about that central channel. Can you soften around your heart? Can you soften on the back side of the heart? Separate your lips and your jaw. And without reactivating too much, let's just turn the arms out, like bring them down and out like a T. Turn them into a T position. And then draw the knees back up to center. Keep your left foot on the mat and pull the right knee to the belly. No hands. No hands. Just knee lift. And then twist your right knee over to the left side. So one knee is a little higher than the other. You don't even have to cross them. Just tip them. Just tip them right over. All the way over. Yep. That's it. So you kind of roll onto your left hip and let the right knee fall around. Maybe you look out to the right. Just take one more breath there. Then we'll bring it around to the other side. So we plant the right foot, lift the left knee, and then take that twist nice and simple, a little staggered over to the right. So one more breath. And then we return to center. And the whole point of the end of the practice is to soften so we don't carry the tightness off the mat. Let's find our way to center. Maybe one last time we squeeze belly, knees to belly. Actually, first time, we didn't even do it yet. Just one good squeeze, knees to belly. And then release your legs all the way out and down for Shavasana. Your final resting pose. Turn the palms to face up so you're soft in the arms. The shoulders relax because the arms move a little bit away from the body.
Drifting in slow when the sun shines.
Just feel the breath move easy through every part of you.
Opens up doors when calmly blows. Sight becomes love. Colors unfold as we're coming home. 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 Drifting in slow when the sun shines. Light in your eyes opens up doors when calmly blows. Sight becomes love. Colors unfold as we're coming home.
Let's slowly begin to awaken. One breath at a time, one movement at a time. Slowly, gently, we start to make our way back up. So how do you feel? Feel good? What a beautiful day. And this is just the beginning of it, right? So see if you can take some of this feeling, some of this yoga out into your day. I don't know who you're hanging out with later, but wouldn't it be nice if you could brighten their day or calm their nerves? Like just because you were here, like they didn't even have to be here, but they get some yoga, right? That would be really powerful. The ripples that could come out of this park on Saturday are profound if we choose to do something with that, right? If we choose to do something with this, if we just want to keep it for ourselves, like it's our own sacred thing, you don't want to share it, I get it. That's fine too. But I think when we get to a place where the yoga just overflows, we have no choice but to let it ripple out into all of the relationships and even the strangers. Next time, if you're in Publix today, look at the person's name tag and say hello to them by their name. That could just simply be your yoga, present in the moment and realizing that this person who's maybe been invisible all day to nasty customers, you could be the one person who actually sees them and acknowledges their humanity, right? It's just so simple to let the yoga live outside of this. So let's close the practice with one Om. Hands together at the heart or resting on your chest, one big beautiful sound. Can we do something about that speaker? I think the speakers are saying Om for us. Right, just thank you. There we go. So it'll be our voices, loud and proud, right here. Deep breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Om Peace, Peace, Perfect Peace. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. May the actions of my life and all of our lives somehow contribute to that happiness and that freedom. May we take our yoga off the mat and use it for good. May it heal our hearts. May it heal our society. And may it heal humanity. Namaste. Namaste to everyone, you guys on the lawn, everybody in the back. I thank you so much for coming out. Yeah, so good. Coming up Friday night, if anyone's interested in the full moon, we do a crystal bowl, singing bowl healing to the full moon. It's Friday night. I'll be playing the bowls. I have about 9 bowls in my collection. They're both metal and crystal. It's a really, really profound, beautiful experience to meditate on the full moon and help just release, again, some of that stuff we might be carrying. Our new moon ceremonies are about intention setting, and our full moon ceremonies are about releasing. So if you're interested, Friday night, 6 o'clock, there's still a few more spaces if you're interested to come. We serve tea after, so we do the crystal bowl healing, and then we have tea, and it's a nice little community gathering. So hopefully I'll see you there. If you have an extra moment and you can take a chair or a table back out onto the platform, we appreciate it. I don't know where the clipboards are, but if you have a clipboard, please bring it forward so then everyone can come toward the front and sign in. And then the only other thing would be if you want passes. I have some passes for the studio. If you have not been to Yoga Journey, I'd love to invite you to come as my guest. Come check out my new space and just see what else we have going on in the community. So here is the sign in.